What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we are back with another new look rebuild. And today we're going to be doing, as you can see, it is the Dallas Mavericks decided to bring out the Dirk Nowitzki jersey. So let's go ahead and do this new look Dallas Mavericks rebuild. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like at this one. Of course, subscribe if you're new to the channel. As always, greatly appreciating drop a like on this video. Helps push this video out to the YouTube algorithm. So thank you guys so much for that. But when it comes to the Dallas Mavericks, Luka Doncic, of course, is your guy here. They acquired Christian Wood this offseason, which was a W. They barely gave up anything. They gave up that 26 overall pick. They signed JaVale McGee. So honestly, this Mavericks roster is really deep. So I do like their roster, but in a way, I think we need maybe just one more piece here. So that's what I'm going to try to accomplish today for this team. But as you guys know, like usual in this new look series, we are not going to touch anything. Season number 1. I want to see how this team is going to do without me messing with anything. So I will say I don't know exactly what the Dallas Mavericks roster is going to look like, or their starting five is going to look like. I assume it'll be JaVale McGee and Christian Wood out there for sure. And then Dorian Finney-Smith, I think you could pencil in as a starter. But as far as who's starting with Luka Doncic, I don't know if it's going to be Dinwiddie. I don't know if it's going to be Reggie Bullock. I don't know if it's going to be Tim Hardaway. But I feel like DFS is definitely a starter. Like, there's no doubt in my mind he is a starter. So I'm going to fix this a little bit. So I think Dorian Finney-Smith is definitely a starter on this team for sure. Like, no doubt in my mind. So I think Luka and Spencer Dinwiddie sounds like that could be the starting five. But again, it could be Hardaway. It could be Reggie Bullock. Like I said, they have options. So I'm not really sure who it's going to be. But it's definitely Luka out there 100%. And then I'm going to also move Christian Wood to the 4 because I do think Christian Wood and JaVale McGee will start together. That's what Jason Kidd was hinting at. So they do want to start Maxi Kleber still, which I do not want to do. I do want to start Christian Wood, to be honest with you. So I'm going to move this to a balance system, which we were at actually at forced. Well, let's see if Christian Wood's out there. Does this go up? Let's see. Do they even want to start him? They still don't want to start him, but I'm going to start Christian Wood. I'm sorry. So JaVale McGee with the starting center. And then, yeah, your bench, like I said, it's still a really good bench. So I really like this bench unit that we have. So that is what I think the starting five might look like. Again, it might be Bullock, it might be Hardaway. One of the two is going to be starting, or Dinwiddie is going to be starting. So either way, I mean, you have kind of options there. But proficiency, I'm probably going to go back to perimeter centric if we can. No, I mean, we're 3.5 with Wood starting. So I guess we'll just leave it as is right now. So this is what I think it's going to look like. But again, I could definitely see an argument where it's either going to be Hardaway or Reggie Bullock. But I do want to look at shot tendencies for this year. So Lucas is at a 99, rightfully so. I do want to see Christian Wood shoot a little bit. So DFS is way too low, man. We got to boost that up, man. That's disrespectful in my opinion. So I'm going to go 70 on DFS. And then I'm going to go probably like 65 on Dinwiddie, 66. Maybe even more. I'll go 75. And then Tim Hardaway is fine. Reggie Bullock put like 60. So I think I'm going to leave that all the way it is. And then hopefully Josh Green can become something for us as well. So I'll push that up to like a 51. So let's go ahead and simulate this season, though. We're not going to do anything at first. Maybe we stop at the trade deadline. Maybe we don't. But my plan and my ultimate goal is to acquire probably like a third guy to rely on here. I really like what we have right now, but I would really love a third player here that we can rely on to be like really good for us. So that is going to be the game plan. DFS and Luka Doncic are two guys I definitely want to be the starters throughout the video. Probably Christian Wood as well, whether he's playing center or power forward. But we need to find a third guy that we can rely on to be like a good scorer for us. So, of course, our boy Luka Doncic is your MVP. We see it in almost every video, but this time I'm on the side of it because I am using the Mavericks today. So you got Chet winning Rookie of the Year, Bones Highland 6-man, Eyes Defensive Player, Wiseman Most Improved in Golden State, and then I'm Udoka as they went 66 and 16. And then, yeah, Executive of the Year for them as well. So Luka makes All-NBA first team, of course, All-NBA second team, and here's your All-NBA third team. All defense first team and all defense second team. So I imagine we don't really have anybody here, but we are the third seed in the Western Conference. So we had another really good year. So the Mavericks were in a good spot right now. 32 from Luka, 17, almost 18 from Christian Wood, 15 from Dinwiddie, 15 from Dorian Finney-Smith, and then 12. See, this is what I like to see. I think DFS is a much better player than 2K gives him credit for. Boosting up his shot tendency. I mean, look at the man. He shot 43% from 3, which is what you want. So love to see that. Tim Hardaway with 12, JaVale McGee with 11 and 9 and 2 blocks, which is absolutely amazing. I think he's going to go down in overall is the only problem. If McGee was younger, he'd be the starter throughout the video, but he's just going to go down in overall. So I did also extend Maxi Kleber at the extension deadline. So he got extended because I imagine Mavericks would like to keep his services. Great, floor spacer. So I love him. So here we go, though. We get the Warriors in round 1. So not sure how to feel about this. The Warriors just won a championship. They have a really good roster. So I'm not sure if we're going to be able to beat them. I have nothing to lose, so I'm just going to click simulate current round and hope for the best. and we are going to beat them in 7. Wow, that was actually really close. So we do move on to round 2 and beat the Warriors in 7, which is a W. 27, 15, and 11, which actually, that was a rematch. I just thought about that. That was the Western Conference Finals matchup we had. It was supposed to be Phoenix. Obviously, Dallas did their thing, but we did beat them in 7. 27, 15, 27, and 9, 22, and 9. W. But now we get the Timberwolves, who obviously have an oversized lineup, and Cat, Rudy Gobert, Jaden McDaniel, so this should be very interesting. I mean, we do have some bigs that might be able to match up. Not really sure Karl-Anthony Towns, or I'm not really sure if Christian Wood could guard Karl-Anthony Towns all that much. So yeah, you'd probably have McGee guarding. Well, no, would McGee be able to guard Towns on the perimeter? I'm not sure. Regardless, again, nothing to lose. Simulate current round, and Minnesota is going to push us out. So makes sense. Minnesota is probably the better roster. Simulate playoffs, and we got Philadelphia going on to win a championship over the Timberwolves. So Gobert and the Timberwolves go on and they lose. So now we need to go ahead and figure out how we're going to get better. Carmelo retires. Shout out to Carmelo Anthony. But yeah, we need to figure out how we're going to get better this offseason. Sacramento, damn, that sucks. But they have their number 1 overall pick, so they can add Wembanyama to that lineup they have right now. So what does that mean? Is Sabonis move back to power forward? Guess so then. I guess Wembanyama can space the floor. So then, yeah, you go Keegan Murray at the 3, Sabonis at the 4, then Wembanyama at 5. That'd be cool. But regardless, we're going to go in to this offseason with a huge game plan. I do want to get Jason Kidd back for sure. And then I want to see what my options are as far as trade avenues, free agency, all kinds of stuff. Because I, again, really want to add a third guy here to push us over the top and get us back to the playoffs and get Luka some more help ultimately. So I know what I want my game plan to be. And this one's going to be a little unorthodox, something I don't do very often, but I think it's fun to switch it up. So we're going to do this based off what we see here in 2K. So I'm not saying this would ever happen in real life, but I think it's fun to try to make this happen in 2K. So the idea I have in mind for a guy to bring next to Luka Doncic, who I think could be a lot of fun, is Jalen Brunson. I'm just kidding. We know how that went. But regardless, the guy I'm looking at, and it's somebody I usually never trade for. It's a guy you're probably not even thinking about right now. And that is Zach LaVine on the Chicago Bulls. I never, ever trade for Zach LaVine, and I think it would be a lot of fun to bring him in. They just missed the playoffs, so they're looking, things aren't going too well in Chicago. The expectations were for them to be really good again. They did not happen, so Zach LaVine right now is frustrated. I'm trying to paint the picture for you. So he's frustrated. He wants out, which probably isn't going to happen, like I said, but in 2K, we can pretend, right? So I'm going to try to bring Zach LaVine next to Luka Doncic. There was some rumors about the Mavericks potentially wanting Zach LaVine, so I think this would be a huge W, a huge help to Luka. So we're going to try to pull this off here. So basically what's going on right now is Zach LaVine is pissed. He wants out. So what we can do is we have all our picks freed up now that pick is conveyed to the New York Knicks. So I have Tim Hardaway's contract, which isn't the prettiest, and I have also Davis Bertans' expiring contract, which isn't the prettiest either. So Tim Hardaway, Davis Bertans, but that's not like, the intriguing part. We have basically every pick that I can throw at them, I'm going to throw at them. So 3 picks for Zach LaVine. And then do I have Josh Green on contract? I have Jaden Hardy. So I forgot about Jaden Hardy. But I think the last Mavericks rebuild I did, I used Jaden Hardy. So today, I guess we're going to trade him away. So I made Jaden Hardy a beast last time, but maybe this time we could try to get Zach LaVine instead. So I'm going to offer this package for LaVine, and they do not agree to that. So I got to come back, or I got to come at them with a different one. Do I trade my other first? Do I do it? Do I trade my other first? All my firsts for LaVine? They don't agree to that. Okay. Looks like we can't get it yet. So I'm going to have to wait till after Josh Green is under contract, it looks like. So Dinwiddie, 18 million, I'm going to decline, and Reggie Bullock I'm going to accept. And then Josh Green I'm going to accept. So totally forgot about Jaden Hardy when I went into this video, which is no big deal. But regardless, I'm going after Zach LaVine again. So now that I have Josh Green under contract, let's see if that's going to make a difference at all. So let's throw Josh Green in here. Let's throw Jaden Hardy in here. So those 2 young players, then Tim Hardaway's, or even Bertans, but it looks like Hardaway's got a little bit more value, and I need a little bit more. So let's say Kleba's in the trade, I guess, and then 4 or 3 picks. So let's see if they agree to this. 2024, 24, 2025, all this for Zach LaVine, and they agree. Just like that, we got Zach LaVine here in Dallas, so I'm super happy with that. I apologize if trade Jaden Hardy upsets you. But you know what? We got a brand new backcourt here in Dallas with Zach LaVine here. So I'm super ecstatic about that. And I have to re-sign potentially Christian Wood and Dinwiddie if I want to keep Dinwiddie as a backup point guard, which I think I definitely do. So that is going to be the game plan. Let's get to the rest of the game plan. But I'm feeling so good right now about getting Zach LaVine. And I feel very bad about forgetting about Jaden Hardy in the first place. But you know what? It's all good. He's gone now. And now we need to re-sign our guys. So I'm going to be signing Spencer Dinwiddie and Christian Wood back to some extension. So Dinwiddie's going to be our backup point guard still. And then Christian Wood's going to still be our starting power forward. But JaVale McGee, I'm not confident in him being my starting center going forward right now. So I'm going to move Dinwiddie to point guard. He's going to be the backup point guard. So Dinwiddie will back up Luka. Zach LaVine now. You got Dorian Finney-Smith, Reggie Bullock, which I'm feeling great about. Davis Bertans, and he had JaVale McGee as a center right now, which I like JaVale McGee, but like I said, I am not confident in him in staying good. So what I want to do is get a different rim protecting center, and there's a guy I'm immediately thinking of. He's on a rebuilding roster, and that is Jakob Poeltl, which actually he is not on the roster anymore. He is a free agent. So can I just go sign him? Damn, that's who I was going to go get. Jakob Poeltl would have been my dream scenario right now. Is he out here still? Let's see if Jakob Poeltl's still out here. Miles Turner is here. Jakob Poeltl is right there, but I don't think I can get him. Damn, man, that's exactly, you know what? Trade deadline target. Jakob Poeltl is definitely up there for me. I obviously can't trade for him right after he signs somewhere, but Jakob Poeltl definitely trade deadline for sure if I can snag him up. But right now, JaVale McGee, I'll have to rely on, I guess. But starting center, I mean, getting a different center, I guess, like a Montrezl Harrell off the bench, or even a Nerlens Noel off the bench potentially. Bring him to Dallas. We can sign him up. So let's get Nerlens Noel here, just to be safe. And then anything else I want to do really quickly to add on. So Dinwiddie, Luka, yeah, Zach LaVine, Reggie Bullock, and then Davis Bertans, Christian Wood. I think I definitely need like a backup shooting guard or a backup power forward going forward. So like you have a Justin Holiday, he could be solid maybe. And then power forwards, you have like Javonte Green or Taurean Prince. One of those guys could be just fine. So I'll sign both of them just to bring them into Dallas. And then I think that's going to be it for me. So let's go to player progression now that we have LaVine and Luka together in the backcourt. DFS is going down, which is unfortunate. Reggie Bullock's going down. JaVale McGee, like I said, is going down. And then Justin Holiday went down. But Prince stayed up, which is good. So Taurean Prince will probably be a huge part of the rotation. And at the trade deadline, I'm going to try to get a different rim protecting center, I think. So Jakob Poeltl is my target if I can get him. If not, we'll look elsewhere. But that is going to be my dream target, and hopefully he is available wherever he is at. So power ranking lands us at 14 with a brand new backcourt of Luka and LaVine. DFS, Christian Wood, JaVale McGee. Like I said, we need to upgrade that. Dinwiddie, Reggie Bullock, Nerlens Noel, and Taurean Prince. That's a really good starting five. Feeling really good about that, and really good rotation. 3.5 balance, and then we could be, I guess we'll leave that the way it is. 3.5 balance rotation. We got LaVine from Chicago. At the trade deadline, we're looking to upgrade even further. So let's just see how we do until then. So we're at the trade deadline, and yes, I said I was going to get Jakob Poeltl. He signed a 1-year minimum contract with the Philadelphia 76ers. I really do want him on the team. I don't love the idea of trading Noel and Prince, who are in my rotation, but I guess I get Jakob Poeltl and Daniel House out of it. So that is what we're going to do. We're going to get Jakob Poeltl to be our brand new starting center. JaVale McGee at an 85 just isn't really doing it for me right now. Right now, we are the second seed, so that just upgrades what we already have. And then Dinwiddie, Reggie Bullock, Daniel House, and JaVale McGee. So that is kind of your rotation now. So I'm happy with getting Jakob Poeltl, obviously, and he's going to fit great next to Christian Wood. So happy to have him here. Now we can keep simulating and see if we can go win a championship this year. The Joel Embiid wins your most valuable player award, not Luka Doncic this time. Scooter wins Rookie of the Year in Utah. Ayo Dosunmu, most improved, or Sixth Man of the Year, averaging 19 off the bench. So shout out to the Bulls. Anthony Davis, defensive player in LA. Dosunmu, also most improved. So you got Sixth Man and most improved. And Chris Finch, Coach of the Year, and then Nathan Mack, Executive. So it looks like the Timberwolves were the team that were over us. As we got the second seed in the Western Conference, we held on to it. So Luka makes All-NBA first team. No shocker there. All-NBA second team. Do we get like a LaVine appearance here? We do not. So let's go see if Zach LaVine averaged 25 or something next to Luka Doncic. He averaged 25. Exactly. So that's W. So Zach LaVine 25. Luka with 27. Christian Wood with 19. 14 from Dinwiddie off the bench. 13 from Dorian Finney-Smith as a starting 3-and-D wing. Love to see it. Shooting 43% from 3. Spacing was beautiful. And then Reggie Bullock 36% off the bench. I did extend him at the deadline. Gave him a minimum contract extension. So he should be back, which is a W. JaVale McGee was 7 and 6, and also a block off the bench, which is a W. Daniel House, or not Daniel House, and then Jakob Poeltl 1.5 blocks. So we got 2 rim protecting bigs, which we absolutely love here. So let's keep it moving. And now we get the Memphis Grizzlies in round 1, which definitely could be a tough matchup. They have acquired Miles Turner to add next to Jaren Jackson, 2 very good rim protecting players there. So that should be very tough for us, but we have some guys as well. So I'm interested to see how this is going to go. LaVine and Luka versus Ja and Desmond Bane. This should be a lot of fun. Game 1, we're down 1-0. 142 to or 124, we lose by 1. Christian Wood drops 26, we lose. Game 2, we even it up though, 132 to 124, 31-10. Yeah, I'm a little intimidated by this Grizzlies roster, but we do just beat them by 6 there. And they even it up, of course. So this game 5 is going to be absolutely massive. I'm going to actually just shrink this down to an 8-man rotation now, to be honest with you. Although McGee is somebody I think could play very great in the playoffs. If that was the right terminology to use, probably some better vocabulary would have been better. But regardless, here we go. Let's see if we can beat the Grizzlies in game 5. This is going to be a interesting matchup here. So game 5's we gotta win it. It's a back and forth game. They take the lead, we take it back. You see the pattern, and we lose by 1. So not good at losing game 5 at home. This is not where you want to be, especially as a 2nd seed, and might lose to the 7th seed here. So let's see if we can beat the Grizzlies here in this game 6 at Memphis. It's looking like we might hold on to it, but you never know. And we did hang on at the very end, 31-12. 24-23, so we forced a game 7 back to Dallas. This should be very interesting. Game 7 in Dallas, 8-man rotation. We come out firing, keep it going, man. Keep the momentum up. They are trying to crawl back into it, but we've won the first and second quarter. I think we might have beat the Grizzlies, and yes, that was a tough matchup. Probably going to be maybe our toughest opponent, because we just beat them, and now we get the Warriors, who we beat in 7 last year, so they're no longer starting Clay. They have Jordan Poole out there this time. Game 1, we do win 1-0. Good start, 33, 22, 18, 17-10 from Luka. We're up 2-0. So far, so good. They can even it up. Yes, they are. So we are not out of the... I just clicked Simcast Live. Bro, Simcast Live really shouldn't be a thing. Like, why is that even a thing? Who uses Simcast Live? I mean, maybe there are some people out there that use it, but not for me. We do win game 5, and we win game 6. So thankfully, we do not go to a game 7 with the Warriors, and now we're probably going to get Minnesota again, which is a interesting matchup because this team just beat us last year. So Minnesota eliminated us last year. Now we meet them in the Western Conference Finals. They acquired Zeke Naji, which is a nice addition for them, and LeVert. So they got even better while their starting 5 remains the same. And kind of the same thing for us. We got better. Bench is pretty good, but I'm not sure if we're going to be able to beat Minnesota. So game 1, down 1-0. Minnesota is going to be the team that just stops us every time, huh? Down 2-0. And they're going to disrespect us again. So they sweep us once again. Minnesota has been our kryptonite so far. So we got to figure out how to beat them. And I honestly don't know if I can make this roster even better. Why is LeBron James retiring in Indiana? That's so weird. Regardless, though, man, I am torn. I don't know if the Spurs get number 1 or number 2 and number 3. Shout out to the Spurs. But yeah, we got to figure out how to get better. I'm not sure there's going to be a great way to do it. We just have to kind of hope Minnesota falls off maybe. But we'll see, man. We'll see if there's an avenue to get it done. We don't have any picks because of the LaVine trade. So let's just go straight to player options and try to see if there's anything we can do. So Bertans, we could accept his $16 million and make a trade, I guess. That's the only thing I can think of. Qualifying offers none. So I'm going to accept his Bertans $16 million, and I'm going to try to use that in a trade to get like a better backup or a better bench piece. So right now, Dinwiddie, Reggie Bullock. So yeah, I think, and then we got to re-sign Jakob Poeltl as well, which I don't even know if I'm going to be able to. I may not have his bird right. So what can we do right now? So we have Caruso we could sign. We have Terrence Mann. Bogdan. So there are some guys we could acquire here, but right now it's not even showing me I can re-sign Jakob Poeltl after giving up a first-round pick for him, which is just not good at all. So let's see. How much is he asking for? Jakob Poeltl, where are you at? He is asking for $11 million, and of course, I cannot give that to him. So that is beautiful. So we're not going to be able to get Jakob Poeltl back, so maybe we should be using this money for a center. But Trey Mann being out here, kind of want to just acquire him right now. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get Trey Mann, and I'm also going to try to get Montrezl Harrell, or Robinson Earl is what I meant to say. I'm going to try to get these two. If I can get those two guys, Trey Mann goes to New Orleans. That's not good. But we get Robinson Earl. He should be solid. And then Gabe Vincent. I mean, you still have some Clarkson. Clarkson off the bench might be beautiful. I want Jakob Poeltl back, but don't think I'll be able to. So I got to use Bertans' contract to try to trade for a center. That is going to be the game plan. And I'm not really sure who makes around that much, but we're going to find out. So I don't know how these guys sign players on a minimum contract, but yeah, I'm not going to be able to get Jakob Poeltl back, man. Super unfortunate. Just not going to really be there, and I'm not going to trade for him again. So basically, I gave up a first-round pick for nothing, essentially, which is beautiful. But regardless, this is what our lineup's looking like. So I wasn't really able to do much of anything else. We are going to have Jeremy Robinson, Earl, and Kim Birch hold it down for us at center. So hopefully they're good enough. I mean, it's at least an 80 overall. And then this is your bench with Clarkson, Reggie Bullock, Kim Birch, and then Dinwiddie. It's still a very solid bench, still a very solid rotation. At this point, we have to hope Minnesota is about to fall off. That's really all we can do. That's the team that's been able to stop us each and every time. So if you go look at the Timberwolves right now as they sit currently, they lost Anthony Edwards. So that could be huge for us. I'm not sure why they don't resign Anthony Edwards by default. That's definitely something they should do. But it looks like they lost him. So maybe that plays to our advantage. Let's simulate this season and let's go win a championship. Hopefully now that Anthony Edwards is elsewhere. But maybe there's a different team that's we have to worry about now. All right, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Third time is hopefully a charm. 4th seed in the Western Conference. This is your player stats for the year. LaVine, 23, 19, 13. I mean, I think this is our last chance. Our window of opportunity is probably right here. So I'm just going to run an 8-man rotation, give ourselves the best opportunity possible to maybe get this done and see if that will be what we can do. So we get the Houston Rockets in round 1, and they have Fred VanVleet, Sabonis, Jabari, Thompson, Jalen Green, Kevin Porter Jr., and Alperen Sengun. Honestly, man, I am smelling a upset round 1. I feel like I'm about to get swept by this team. I have no idea why. And once we do, I'm out. So, 20 current round against Houston, and we are going to beat them in 6. Never mind. Okay, I was wrong. Thankfully, I was wrong. Now we get the Denver Nuggets in round 2, who have basically the same starting 5, it looks like. So, I mean, I'm not really sure if I should be intimidated by them or not. In real life, yeah, they got Trent and Wofford. How they still Wofford for my Blazers and got Memphis and Portland on the other side. Which, damn, Shade Sharp's a beast. Didn't have Diaz a beast, I guess. Okay. Damn, the Blazers got themselves a squad over here next to Dame. You love to see that. But we have to focus on Denver. So, game 1, we're down 1-0. So, I'm a little, I feel like, okay, never mind. I was about to say, I'm a little confident we're going to be able to beat this team. But so far, we're not doing that. Wait, we might actually come back from 3-0 deficit. So, we can force a game 7 back to Denver. We should be good. If we can win 4 straight or win 3 straight, should be able to win the 4th one. And it's oh gosh, please hang on. And we do it. Okay, so we force a game 7. All the momentum is in our hands. Their backs are against the wall. 2K did not just get my hopes up this far just for me to lose in this game 7, correct? Is that right? Nope, they did. Unless if we come back, which that is not the case. So we are going to ultimately get our hopes up for nothing, because this is what this game likes to do to me. And we're going to lose in 7 to the Denver Nuggets. So it looks like Minnesota and Denver could not allow me. And the Blazers, I guess it is a little bit of a W for me because I'm a Blazers fan. They go on to win the championship. Shaden Sharp is your Finals MVP. Watch out for that to happen in real life. But regardless, boys, it was a fun one still. I'm disappointed that Minnesota was the team that just stopped us each and every time. I'm happy with the roster we put together. It ultimately comes to an end in the most disappointing way possible. Denver does beat us. I feel like we could have beat that Blazers roster, but maybe I wouldn't have been able to. They definitely have a good squad. But hope you guys enjoyed regardless. Drop a like if you did. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.